This isn't just another church event. This is Impartation Conference, March 13th through 15th in Atlanta, Georgia. And this time, it's personal.
We are building a safe space where you can love God without fear, a space where you're not judged, but seen, heard, and honored for who you are.
This is your moment to grow, not just in spirit, but life. The clarity, the shift, the alignment is already happening.
And those dreams you buried, we're reviving them. We're breaking mental caps, tearing down limits, and helping you step into the version of you that was always possible.
This is more than a conference. It's a homecoming for your soul. Break free, grow deep, dream bold. Join us March 13th to 15th at the Renaissance Atlanta Airport Gateway Hotel. Register now at impartationconference.org.
Safe Space, refuge for growth and healing. Want to be connected to all that Safe Space has to offer? Join our email community. Stay in the loop with inspirational insights and updates. Join our email community and connect with like-minded individuals on the path to self-discovery. Sign up now.
Find your tribe in a safe, supportive space. Join the Safe Space private community and connect with others who get it. We're waiting for you. Stay connected wherever you are with lives and video drops. Text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658 for instant updates and powerful insights. Join the text community now. Curious about what's next? Book an intuitive tarot reading with VTerrillHill and get the clarity you need. Your future awaits. Heal from within and transform your life. Schedule a soul healing consultation and take the first step towards wholeness. Start your journey today.
Click the Linktree link inside of the description box connected to this video for all of what the Safe Space universe has to offer.
My people, my people, my people, my people, my people, my people. How are y'all doing today? I hope y'all are well. Happy Tuesday. I hope y'all are good. It is a wonderful day to be breathing, to be alive. It's a wonderful day to face our fears, not for the sake of facing them, but for the sake of moving forward. I want to let you know that I want to validate you for a second, regardless of what is in front of you. Go through it and you'll get to it. Literally. One step at a time, though. You don't have to rush. You don't have to nurture yourself while you nurture yourself. Okay. So you nurture yourself, be kind to yourself, be loving to yourself while you are growing and fertilizing and maturing yourself. Do not be to you what others were to you. If they were abusive, you be loving. If they talk to you sharp, you talk to you soft. Bring softness and warmness to you, firstly, and do it until your frequency changes and until everything around you starts emulating what you are inside of you, softness and warmness, and then sit back and relax after that. Huh? All right. We got a good show today. Now, y'all, watch this. Y'all know what that means. I got a script. I got notes. That means we got to have a serious conversation today. I don't know. I can't tell you the last time I've done a printout for this show, but today we got a printout. So put your seatbelts on, because when I don't have notes, it's one type of show, but when I do have notes, it's another type of show, because I gotta make sure that I am a part of the voice of reason. I am not the only voice of reason. I don't want to be the only voice of reason, but I want to be a part of the voices of reason on YouTube, on social media, so that we don't, crash out, burn out, have anxiety attacks, be fear-ridden. So we're going to be talking about the government shutdown today. And then we're going to be talking about, what's this next one? Oh, mass pewings. It's a lot of that going on. It started with Charlie Kirk, and it has been continuing since. We're going to talk about that. Then we're going to talk about prophecies, fear-driven prophecies. And I'm going to give you a little sobriety about the next 6 to 12 months as it relates to America. All right. Did I say the government shutdown? We're going to talk about the government shutdown first. I also have a bit of a prediction on how far this is going to go and how long this is going to go. So it's going to be a prophecy-driven, sobering podcast today. Huh? All right. So I might not cut up so much because y'all know when I got my script, I'll be a little sobered up myself here. All right. Had to back away from the mic because y'all know I drink loud. All right. Let me read the comments real quick, and then we're going to go to break. And then when we come back, we're going to start with segment 1, government shutdown. What is it and what it ain't? What it is and what it ain't. All right. Also, if you want a synopsis of this show, a brief synopsis of the show, email me info@VTerrillHill.com, and I will reply this evening or first tomorrow morning with a synopsis. Okay. All right, let's get to. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Waiting anxiously. All right, let's talk about it. Pull cards on it. I already beat you to it, smooches. We're talking about it today. Andrea, how are you, Andrea? It's good to see your lovely face. I've certainly missed chatting with you these last few days. I know. Yo, I did I did a 2-hour live on Sunday in this YouTube private community. I got on to say something quick. I blinked 2 hours later and I was yapping. So if you're a part of Safe Space YouTube private community, there's about a 2-hour yappalations over there live. All right. I was in the bed naked too. Maybe that'll get you to go over there. Hey, Michelle Cook, how are you doing today? Johnny Mack, what up with you, friend? Johnny, are you okay? You taking care of yourself? Are you happy? Are you fulfilled? Hope you're well. Well, look, girl, hey, friend, how you doing? It's always good to see you, Rebecca. Always good to see you. Hey, just being me. Hey, Marie, how you doing? Selena, how you doing? I talked to your seed today. We had a decent conversation today, Selena. Glad to be in the number, right, Andrea? Right? LaQuisha, hello, all. Y'all pray for your girl. The devil is trying to attack my body, but I'm fighting back. Yeah. And you need to get some rest, and you don't drink not one Red Bull until you feel 100% better. I'm going to say it again. Do not drink not one Red Bull until you feel 100% better. All right. That's your prophecy. What's up, D? D Moore, how you doing, man? I hope you're well. I hope you're good. Hey, Cookie Wookie, how you doing, lovely? I hope you're doing good. Cohart, how you doing? I hope you're good. I hope you're good. Angel Heart, how are you? How are you? Oh, I love y'all, man. I love Rita. What up, Riri? How you doing, Rita? Creepy, how you doing? How you doing? Happy birthday to you, Dr. Creole. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dr. Creole. Happy birthday to you and many more. More. Yes, indeed. I thought about you earlier today. I said, when I get on here, I got to wish Dr. Creole a happy belated birthday. Riri, what up, Recash? How you doing? Hope you're well. I hope you're good. Hey, singing queen. Hey, Andrea, how you doing? A script. Uh-oh, yeah, we got a script today. Hey, what they say? They say when I do this, it's on. I love that y'all are wishing Dr. Creole happy birthday. I am Miss Ricks. How are you today? I hope you're good. Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate that. I'm drinking water, Auntie. Good. Yeah, take care of your body because there's work to do. My girl Les, how are you? Hope you're good. Hey, Tracy. How did Saturday go, Tracy? Oh, you did tell me. Have you rested up? Have you rested up, Tracy? Let me know. Daniel Jones says, I love. Thank you, Daniel. Welcome to the family, man. Welcome to the family. Absolutely. I love that. I love that. LaQuisha Harris, Dr. Vincent has spoken. Follow his orders. Feel better. Right. I'll be all the way rebuked. Yeah, I'll be all the way rebuked. All right. Listening to the boss. Right. Absolutely. I'm going to hold your paycheck like the government playing around. All right. We're going to go on a quick commercial break. And then we come back. We're going to talk about segment 1. The government shutdown, what it is and what it isn't. And then we'll go to segment 2 after that. All of the mass shootings since Charlie Kirk, segment 3. We're going to put some sobriety to these fear-mongering prophets. All right? Because I cannot. It really bothers me. And then we're going to conclude with segment 4. All right? Don't y'all go nowhere. I'll be right back.
This isn't just another church event. This is Impartation Conference, March 13th through 15th in Atlanta, Georgia. And this time, it's personal.
We are building a safe space where you can love God without fear, a space where you're not judged, but seen, heard, and honored for who you are.
This is your moment to grow, not just in spirit, but life. The clarity, the shift, the alignment is already happening.
And those dreams you buried, we're reviving them. We're breaking mental caps, tearing down limits, and helping you step into the version of you that was always possible.
This is more than a conference. It's a homecoming for your soul. Break free, grow deep, dream bold. Join us March 13th to 15th at the Renaissance Atlanta Airport Gateway Hotel. Register now at impartationconference.org.
Safe Space, refuge for growth and healing. Want to be connected to all that Safe Space has to offer? Join our email community. Stay in the loop with inspirational insights and updates. Join our email community and connect with like-minded individuals on the path to self-discovery. Sign up now.
Find your tribe in a safe, supportive space. Join the Safe Space private community and connect with others who get it. We're waiting for you. Stay connected wherever you are with lives and video drops. Text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658 for instant updates and powerful insights. Join the text community now. Curious about what's next? Book an intuitive tarot reading with VTerrillHill and get the clarity you need. Your future awaits. Heal from within and transform your life. Schedule a soul healing consultation and take the first step towards wholeness. Start your journey today.
Click the Linktree link inside of the description box connected to this video for all of what the Safe Space universe has to offer.
All right, thank you so much for rocking with you, boy. My name is VTerrillHill, and welcome to Safe Space with VTerrillHill. This is the big brother to Safe Space TV for now, but he's going to out sooner or later, more sooner than later. He is going to be Safe Space TV is going to be the big brother to the little sister Safe Space VTerrillHill. Jesus Christ, Safe Space with VTerrillHill, the live channel. Anyways, what was I about to say? Oh, if you want to be notified when I come live, text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658. Hey, text me. If you want to connect with me, I answer all text messages, right? Like I answer all text messages. So if you're like, I would like to get a hold of the guy, you don't never answer his inboxes, text me. It comes straight to my phone. Text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658. And that is your way of texting me. Thank you guys so much for always supporting this platform. You have no idea how much that works. I'll take the ads off of 6-minute rotation if y'all go ahead and get me to $50. All right. The goal is 10 people to send $10, but if you get me to 50 today, I'll move the ads from 6 minutes to 12 minutes a pop. All right. So do not complain about the ads. Send $10. SafeSpaceVTH is the Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle. Info at VTerrillHill.com. And the Venmo is at VTerrillHill. SafeSpaceVTH, Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle. Info at VTerrillHill.com. And the Venmo is at VTerrillHill. If you send me something nice, I open something nice. P.O. Box 221, Wissett, North Carolina 27377. I go live in the private community every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. All right. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I go live in the private community. I want you guys to know that there's a new option for me to go live directly in the private community from here. Just click a button and we flip. So we might start not taking the break, do commercials and flip and just go straight to the live show. But I'm still going to have to get my snack, so y'all have to wait for me. But I might try it once or twice to just see how that goes, okay? Yeah, but anyway, it's $2.99 a month. Click the Linktree link in the video description box of the video you're watching right now. You need your YouTube login because the private community is through YouTube, and then you can get all of me. All of me. All right, but I have a spirituality and consciousness community that I adore and appreciate. It's called Sacred Space, all right? And you can join that by going to www.joinsafespace.com, www.joinsafespace.com. Please put the www in front of that. Email me. I answer our emails at info@VTerrillHill.com. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. I want to also let you know that the Linktree link holds the link for soul healing sessions and tarot card sessions. I have an $18 product, a $55 product, and an $88 product for tarot card sessions. So no matter where you are on the scale, you can afford it. All right, y'all. Let's get to this party. It's time to get busy. It's time to get busy. What they say here? Thanks everyone. Put phone on 3% charge announcement. Okay, Dr. Creole. Yeah, you got to pay for peace, right? Not yes, the snacks. Yes. Hey Sharon, how you doing? All right, y'all. Let's get into the first thing I want to talk about is the government shutdown. If Congress doesn't fund the government by October the 1st. 12 a.m. October the 1st. Let's see here. Congress has until midnight Wednesday to pay a CR. When midnight Wednesday is about 2 hours and some change from now. So if something doesn't change, because midnight Thursday will be, because as soon as it hit 12, it's the next day. Yeah, so midnight Wednesday is about 2 hours and 11 minutes from now. The government is going to shut down. There has been some kind of extensions that the Democrats have been saying, no, we're done with that. You know, we need a compromise, or we're not taking on this extension. So now it's going to be a showdown, y'all. When this kind of stuff happens, it is literally a showdown. All right. Now, I think there are some members of the government who are passionate about making sure that their items are on the in the budget, and there are some who want items off the budget. While there are other members, it's just ego. Let me say this: whoever wins this showdown has a good chance at being the majority leaders midterms. Whoever doesn't win this showdown got a lot of work to do by the midterms, okay? So this isn't just about saving the country. There is a lot of political capital on the line, which means the victims of this showdown are American citizens, but not all American citizens, specifically government employees. Okay? So that's like a really simple way to look at it. Both parties, because of the numbers, have to come to an agreement or a consensus on what the budget is. And if they don't, people stop getting paid per the law. Okay. So don't go anywhere, because I have a prediction on how long this is going to last. And I'm going to give this to you at the end of the segment. I got quite a bit of predictions today, so y'all want to hang out here, okay? If Congress doesn't fund the government by October the 1st, many agencies pause non-essential workers, okay? So essential services continue. So it's not like every member is not showing up, The government is not necessarily shutting down, but they're going to purge workers that are deemed non-essential, okay? So federal employees, when the government reopens, furloughed and accepted workers must get retroactive pay. So the good thing about this is those who are non-essential, they will get paid. They might not get paid now, but they will get paid retroactive pay per the law that was put into place in 2019. All right. The wording, though, is paid as soon as possible. So the government can play little games with that, right? Let's see. Now, as it relates to health insurance, they will not lose their government health insurance. Any premiums will be forgiven until they get their payback, and then they have to pay those premiums, okay? So these people that look like they're going to be furloughed, they're not going to get paid, but when they get called back to work, they will get paid. In the meantime, they will not lose government health care, all right? Let's see what else. Unemployment. Furloughed federal employees can usually apply for UCFE through state unemployment, but they will owe the money back once retro pay lands, okay? So they can get state assistance, but whatever state assistance they get, they got to pay it back once the government gives them back that money, all right? All right, now, again, this channel is about sobriety, facts, and nurturing so that whatever fear we feel is, like, okay, I can understand, and not all this fear mongering and stuff like that. So these government employees, they're going to be a little unsettled. There are going to be a lot of disturbed. Don't get me wrong. There are people who depend on their paycheck. They live paycheck to paycheck. This is a big thing. But if they stay on top of it, go ahead and apply for state assistance. They're going to get paid. They pay the money back, and all is well. We hope that landlords and mortgage companies have the same grace and mercy on them, these kind of private companies, that the federal companies are going to have on them, like with healthcare and unemployment. I hope that made sense what I just said. All right. Now, if you are a federal contractor, now, Recash, are you a part of that? Recash, are you a government worker? If you're a federal contractor, you're not guaranteed retro pay. You just got to wait until they call you back to work. Now, there's opportunity to renegotiate your contract, but if there's no space to do that, you just lost money. So there are people that are contracted. Let's just say the government, and I'm just going to throw a random example out there. The government wants to add a hallway to a da-da-da-da-da, and they contract so-and-so company for that, right? They got to stop working, and then those workers don't get paid, and they don't get no retroactive pay. So let's keep contracted 1099ers in prayer and good energy, because at least the government workers, the W-9s, are going to get retroactive pay. Hope that makes sense. All right, let's keep on going. Travel, TSA and air traffic controllers will still be working, but they're going to be strained, okay? Because of FAA furloughs. So be careful with traveling. If you know that you got to be somewhere important, you might want to leave a day earlier, okay? Leave a day earlier. Do not, if you got an interview and you got to be in Boston at 3 p.m., this is not the time to be leaving at 9 a.m. the same morning. You need to be leaving the day before, because they're going to be short-staffed, all right? So travel is a thing. Food benefits. Advocates say October SNAP will still be loaded, okay? But WIC can become a risk if shutdown drags. Now, that's a big thing. People can lose their WIC privileges if this shutdown drags. That there are mothers, parents who depend on WIC to feed their children. So let's keep an eye on that, all right? Now, economic fallout. The CBO, prior CBO work shows output drops during the lapse and mostly rebounds after. So it's not going to hurt that much. It's going to be a little ripple effect. Now, that has nothing to do with where the economy is right now. Okay. Don't put words in my mouth. I'm not saying the economy is great. But what I'm saying, this furlough will not affect the economy that much. And what it does affect, it'll bounce back once everything gets back to moving. Okay. But there will be some losses that stick. Each week can shave growth. Every week that the government is shut down, it takes away from the power of the bounce back, okay? The longer this shutdown, the more it will truly affect the community. And this is what I'm talking about right here. Oh my goodness, my niece needs her wig. Yes, that's a real thing. Okay? And maybe what we can do as a community, especially for those of you guys that support the platform and the private communities, and this is because it's just too big to just throw out there. If you have a family member or something like that, let us know, and maybe we can rally together, buy a couple of cans of Infamil or something. I don't know. We can talk about it in the after show today. WIC helps feed the babies on formula in the show. Correct. So that's what you need to be mad about. Like, if we're going to be upset or unnerved, let's be unnerved for real. And then let's come up with some solutions. If you know someone that depends on WIC, reach out to them. Reach out to them. If you know someone that's a government employee and you know they'll do right by you, let them borrow a couple of dollars. Make sure they're good. And you keep your eye on the news, so as soon as them paychecks hit, you be looking in their face. Where my money? All right, let's keep on going. Okay, what a government shutdown is not, no matter what pundits say and politicians say, it's not an instant national collapse. It is not automatic martial law. Okay, it is not an instant United States is about to go down, and it is not a cause for martial law, though our president seems to find causes to send American troops to American cities, which is unprecedented and, in my opinion, illegal. Okay. All right. So I hope that brings some sobriety. I hope that brings some sobriety. If you are someone that you're a government employee, and let me know, and we can put together a list and figure out a way. And I don't know if we can do a lot, but we can do something as a platform. All right. And y'all hold your heads up. Now, it looks like this shutdown is going to be imminent. It does look like it's going to be imminent. All right. Here is the prediction for today. I'm going to be watching this because when you're dealing with human beings, you're dealing with free will agents, autonomy, agency. So one person can change their mind and that tear everything down or build everything up quickly. All right. So that being said, according to what the energy is reading right now, it's going to be a bit of a stalemate for the next 3 weeks. And then 3 weeks approximately 3 weeks from now, they're going to get serious about fixing this mess. And then approximately around 6 weeks from now is everything's going to be okay. All right. Okay. Now, y'all remind me, and I'll, okay. So Recash is the government employee. But see, Recash, that's why I text you today. And I didn't know that. But I was working on something, Recash, that I wanted you to be a part of. And something told me, no, not a good time. And so I text you because of what I was feeling. I get it now. Okay. I didn't know you were a government employee. I thought you were just in the healthcare space. All right. But remind me on Thursday to do another poll, and I'll do it live. I don't care. I'll do it live. But as of right now, unless something has changed since I pulled on the energy, because tarot is an energy pool, all right? So anything can change. But as of right now, if nothing changes, 3 to 6 weeks, there's going to be a 3-week stalemate, and then around 3 to 6 weeks is when they're going to start acting like they have some sense, and this will be dead at approximately 6 weeks from now. All right. Y'all don't go nowhere, because while that's going on, would you believe there has been, let me make sure I read this right, at least 24 mass shootings since Charlie Kirk was assassinated? All right. So we're going to be talking about that. Don't y'all go nowhere. I've got to run this quick commercial break. I'm going to give a quick announcement, and then we're going to talk about Charlie Kirk and what's happening in America with these mass shootings. Don't y'all go nowhere. We'll be right back.
This isn't just another church event. This is Impartation Conference, March 13th through 15th in Atlanta, Georgia. And this time, it's personal.
We are building a safe space where you can love God without fear, a space where you're not judged, but seen, heard, and honored for who you are.
This is your moment to grow, not just in spirit, but life. The clarity, the shift, the alignment is already happening.
And those dreams you buried, we're reviving them. We're breaking mental caps, tearing down limits, and helping you step into the version of you that was always possible.
This is more than a conference. It's a homecoming for your soul. Break free, grow deep, dream bold. Join us March 13th to 15th at the Renaissance Atlanta Airport Gateway Hotel. Register now at impartationconference.org.
Safe Space, refuge for growth and healing. Want to be connected to all that Safe Space has to offer? Join our email community. Stay in the loop with inspirational insights and updates. Join our email community and connect with like-minded individuals on the path to self-discovery. Sign up now.
Find your tribe in a safe, supportive space. Join the Safe Space private community and connect with others who get it. We're waiting for you. Stay connected wherever you are with lives and video drops. Text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658 for instant updates and powerful insights. Join the text community now. Curious about what's next? Book an intuitive tarot reading with VTerrillHill and get the clarity you need. Your future awaits. Heal from within and transform your life. Schedule a soul healing consultation and take the first step towards wholeness. Start your journey today.
Click the Linktree link inside of the description box connected to this video for all of what the Safe Space universe has to offer.
All right, thank you so much for rocking with me. Hi, my name is VTerrillHill, and I am the Chief Executive Nurture Officer of Safe Space. It is my job to bring nurture, to bring peace, to bring calm to you, to bring sobriety to you, to bring facts and the truth, all right? And I want to do that specifically on the day. And I hope that by the end of this show, there is some sobriety, to what's going on in America. As well, if you want a synopsis of what everything I've gone through today, once I'm done, email me info@VTerrillHill.com. I'll give you the email address in a bit, and I will send you a brief synopsis of all that we talked about today, okay? If you want to be notified when I come live, not just notified, but if you want a way to communicate back and forth with me, text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658. Text VTerrillHill 833-458-3658. Thank you guys so much for honoring me with your seeds, your blessings, your gratitude. I just need 8 more people to send $10. We'd reach our goal. I told you if I get 50, then I'll slow the commercials up. So we're three $10 gifts away from that. The Cash App is SafeSpaceVTH, PayPal, Zelle, info@VTerrillHill.com, and the Venmo is at VTerrillHill. My P.O. Box is 221 Wissett, North Carolina, 27377. I always open up anything you guys send me in front of you all. It's always fun that way, okay? I do after shows, okay? We really get into the things. I do most of my tarot card pulling in the after shows. We really get into deeper discussion about anything we've talked about during the show. And you can be a part of that by clicking the Linktree link in the video description box that you're watching now. Unless you're on Instagram or Twitch, you have to come to Facebook or YouTube, search VTerrillHill. If you're watching on YouTube, desktop or laptop, there's a join button up under the video. Moderators are putting it in the live comments in YouTube as well. I have a spirituality and consciousness community. I pray over there, I teach over there every Thursday at 3 p.m. We are covering the levels of consciousness, conscious, subconscious, superconscious, in conjunction with chakras, energy centers, and how they work hand in hand. I enjoyed last Thursday. We'll be hyper-focusing on the crown chakra this Thursday at 3 p.m. If you want to be a part of that, joinsafespace.com is the website, joinsafespace.com. It's www.joinsafespace.com. You got to put the www in front of that, all right? Let's see. The email address, if you want the synopsis of what I say today, it's info@VTerrillHill.com. Lastly, not last, like, share, subscribe, and comment, okay? I am a tarot card reader. I don't want to scare anybody. I'm not spooky. I'm not that. I'm a regular guy that receives prophetic words through tarot cards. I have an $18 product, a $55 product, and an $88 product. I also do soul healing consultations. Click the Linktree link and get the word of the Lord for your life. It's sure and it comes to pass. It's just as sure as I'm black and short and bald. Okay. Yes, I am the CNO, the Chief Nourishing Officer of Safe Space, because we bring nourishment to those who desires it. Hey, Nick, how you doing? How you doing? Right? Hey, Nick. All right, let's get into Charlie Kirk. Well, not necessarily Charlie Kirk. While people are hooping and hollering about Bad Bunny being the halftime performer for this year's or next year's Super Bowl, there are bigger fish to fry. The government is more than likely going to shut down if something doesn't happen in an hour and 51 minutes from now. And would you believe Charlie Kirk was killed on the September the 10th during a campus event? Okay, the suspect has been charged with capital murder. I have done quite a bit of predictions and insight about this Charlie Kirk thing in the after show. Okay, last week, I believe, we had a wonderful in-depth conversation about that. Oh gosh, thank you guys so much. Okay, oh wow, I made my 50. Okay, let me slow the ads down. God dog it. God dog it. All right, I just changed it to every 12 minutes. There. Messing with my money. All right, thank you guys so much for giving. All right, so we just need 5 to give $10. We reached the total goal. So ads won't bother you as much. Nonetheless, here's the deal. Since September the 10th, using public chronology, which follows gun violence archive standards of 4+ shot, because if I'm correct, mass shootings, it has to be 4 or more people shot for that. There have been at least 24 mass shooting incidents from September the 10th through September the 30th. 24. So in a 20 days, 24 times, 4 people or more have been shot. God almighty. All right. Now, database updates. This database updates continually. So we got to treat this as a minimum and not a ceiling, because it could be more than that. Okay. This past weekend alone, we saw multiple high casualty attacks, including the LDS church attack in Grand Blanc, Michigan. Michigan church attack, quick facts for you. For my show, my bad. 4 victims were killed. The shooter is also dead. 8 injured. A truck rammed into the building. The guy started shooting. The suspect is ID'd as Thomas Jacob Sanford. Other weekend examples: Eagle Pass, Texas, shooting tied to a casino event. Additional multi-victim shootings reported across North Carolina as well. Oh man. Let me say this, guys. Hold on, what is it? There is a crazy, creepy movie that syncs with the SeaKey story. The name of the movie is Snake Eyes with Nicolas Cage. The guy in the movie's name is Charles Kirkland and was shot in the neck in public. Yeah, I have been purposely ignoring that because I don't need no more information about that right now. If I hear one more thing that make it sound like it makes sense, I'm gonna put a tinfoil hat on. So, Lucretia, I might ask you about that in the after show, man. The thing is this: in America, you cannot just simply go anywhere in public and be safe. That is a fact. So, because that is a fact, you must be vigilant. Okay? You must keep your eyes open. You must be aware. When I go to the movies, I always plan an exit. When I go to public places with a lot of people, I always plan an exit strategy. Call me crazy. Well, y'all already have. But add that to the reason why you call me crazy. But I think it's important. And I think sometimes we get anxious over things because we just want to accept what it is. So when you leave out the house, you need to be aware of your surroundings. And let me say this, because I know the majority of you that follow me are very spiritual people. Use your gut. Make sure that you spend, here is a very practical way to work around some of this. Start spending more time in meditation. Start listening to your gut. It's way better to be over vigilant than it is to be like, no, it's just my mind. And then you're somewhere you shouldn't be at the wrong time. Our spirituality is not just so we can speak in tongues. It is also to keep us aware and conscious of things that we wouldn't know, but we do know because we've tapped into a database that's not known by many men. Add that to add safe and safety to your affirmations. Talk to your children. Yeah, Angel Heart. Like the old folks say, watch and pray. Talk to your children. And let me just say this as a side note. If you have children that naturally, organically attract white friends, you need to have a special kind of conversation with your child. Because you cannot assume that the foundation of that white child is as sure as your child is. I am not saying that all white people are racist. I am just speaking what I feel, in my opinion, is facts. Until you know that the foundation of that young man or a woman is sure, and they will not use your black child as a scapegoat if something goes wrong and use their white privilege to get out of it, talk to your child. Do not let these preachers sit up there and tell you that skin color don't matter and we're all a part of the body of Christ. Ask that LDS church that. Come on now. So let's be real. And you can do that without teaching hate. You're not teaching hate, you're teaching awareness. Look at the cues. I just told my nephew this yesterday. He was making some improper jokes that it was okay if you were just with family, but he was making them with me while on the phone with his friends, and they're all white. And I made it very clear. Oh, no. You don't do that. You don't do that with people outside the family. That ain't cool. No. I was listening to him talk one day, and one of his friends said how J.D. Vance was a cool guy. Now, I'm not saying that kid is racist, but what I'm saying is that kid has a privilege to look at J.D. Vance like he's cool. Everybody don't have that same privilege. So your kids need to be aware of the country they live in. And yes, it's free. And yes, there are great white allies out there. But in mom and dad, aunt, uncles, and everybody in between, until you inspect said white allies, do not make your kids believe that America is a fairy tale. Somebody's feelings going to get hurt. Somebody's feelings going to get hurt. And it very well might be your child or your niece or nephew or your brothers and sisters. So you need to vet. Past that, vet everybody. This is a wonderful time to go through your social list. Who has access in my life? And what I need to do to get them out if they cannot be trusted. Okay? And that's really what I want to share with you today about the Charlie Kirk and the shootings here. Let's see what y'all are saying here. Hey, Charlem, how you doing? Let's see. Yes, so true. Right, T. Coop. Let's see here. I dodged a bullet today after picking up my boys. It was a crazy scenario. Yeah, let's hear about that in the after show, LaQuisha. So sad. It's crazy to think that this is the new normal. We're becoming conditioned to gun violence and burying our children. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Cookie says, I've been talking to my granddaughters. Both of them live in predominantly white neighborhoods. They have the mostly white friends. Yeah. And on one aspect, you can say that's the American dream. On the other aspect, they might choose their privilege over you one day. You never deal with people. Let me just stop there. My husband, who has lived with us, my husband's cousin, who has lived with us for 4 years, is one who is attracted to whites. I had a convo with him about it. He graduated and decided to move in with some. I pray for him with his safety. Yeah. Safe, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, and fire baptized, and carrying 17 rounds. Yeah. Now, and my family will tell you, I carries real strong over here. Yeah, I don't know. Please don't let my little cute giggle fool you. You will get shot. For real. Let's see. My baby girl had white friends in high school. One of them said his parents didn't like blacks, but because of who my uncle was, they accepted her. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All white people are not evil, but bring your head out the clouds for a second and vet. Just because they go to church, let me just say this. For those of you that go to multiracial churches, they're not multicultural. They're multiracial. You want to know if there's a multicultural church, look at the style of music. There's a lot of churches that say they're multicultural, they're multiracial. Do they sing all types of songs? Anyway, neither here nor there. Just because they worship beside you does not mean they will stand up for you. I'm going to stop right there. Let me just stop right there because I feel like I'm about to get into a thing. VT said, don't get it twisted. No, for real. Listen, we can't. Come on now. Not you busting caps. And let me tell you this, LaCara. Let me tell you this. I'm really not the one. I promise to God. You ask my nephew. He came home too early one time. I was on the Zoom with a client. I said, hold on 1 second. I said, who is that? Nobody said nothing. I said, who is that? Nobody said nothing. Okay? Bet. That boy got the surprise of his life. Talking about, oh, my bad. I'm sorry, Uncle Vincent. I didn't think to tell you I was here. Son, you don't know your uncle. You have no idea. Okay, anyway, let's see here. I'm a Gemini too. Trust me, I understand. Right, LaCara? Let me tell you something. Singing Queen said, there was a pastor who says that black people are welcome in their church, but they can't practice the culture at his church. I pastor from some. Yeah. I saw that. That if black people are to lead in his church because they are able to lead, they cannot have any kind of black culture. In other words, I will allow your black skin, but I will not allow your blackness. You nephew, you better say something. Yeah, I'm built differently. I can't I can't let my enemies see me die. I'm fueled by I'm fueled by the hate of my enemies. I'm gonna shoot you for you shoot. They won't be talking about some, they got him. No. Pow, 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 pow. Okay, I'm joking. I'm joking. I look sweet and innocent now, but that's because I'm saying, yeah. I'm really nobody to play with. All right, let's go to segment 3. We're not going to do a commercial. Y'all, a precious private community member sent me a prophecy from someone who is known to prophesy. And in that prophecy was a lot, I mean, a heck of a lot of doom and gloom. And I read it and I immediately dismissed it. And I believe I told the person who emailed me to dismiss it as well. But if you're going to be a learner, you have to be open to the fact that you don't know everything. So I went through my own personal channels to see, okay, what's up with America from 6 to 12 months from now? Is it all of what this person says? In short, the answer is no, it's not. Right now, as America is, let me say it like this. Just as politicians use moments like we're in to win political battles, so do the prophets. This is a high time for politicians and prophets. This is game on. And I need you, just like you need to inspect every white person in your life, I would ask you to do the same for every prophet in your life, because all prophets are not created equal. Let me tell you what I mean. Prophets have a filter called their humanity. And no matter how connected they believe they are to a source not known by most men, unless they are continually cleaning out their filter, all of the word of the Lord, or word of God, or word from spirit, or word from the universe, or whatever term you're going to use, is going to come through that filter. And that will be the word of the Lord out of their mouth. There can be some truth to it, but if you are a hate-mongering, jealous, vindictive, non-loving person, just because you're that don't mean you're not gifted. One don't have nothing to do with the other. But the word from source will go through that hateful, judgmental, non-loving, jealous filter. And most people, unfortunately, I'm just going to say something here. Unfortunately, some of your most spiritual people are spiritual because they failed in other areas of life. Just like some cops are cops because they were bullied, and some politicians are in politics because they could not. Charlie Kirk, allegedly. How did Charlie Kirk get his start? Allegedly, he was denied from being accepted to West Point. And he was so sure that he was denied acceptance because a black person took the position, he went on a holy war. You better look at these folks' origin story. So let me just say this. If you've heard a gloom and doom prophecy in the last 2 weeks, probably 20% of what you heard is good grounded advice. 80% of what you heard is the prophets on a heyday right now. Or they're sincere, but their filter hadn't been cleaned in a long time. If you are a prophet, you are an open-minded person. You got to be, if you're going to be a real prophet, because you can only experience spirit at the level of your consciousness. So if you're stuck, homophobic, internal homophobia, in the closet, don't like women, don't like white people, a colorist, misogynistic, a feminist, you don't read. You only read a certain kind of books. You don't travel, or you only go to certain kind of places. You are not maximizing your gift of prophecy. You're too close-minded. You're too close-minded. You're a prophet, but you don't study any other religions. You don't know how the world works. You know how the church works. I know I ain't been here in a while, but since I'm here, I might as well be here, huh? Told you I got my script today. So that's why these prophets are prophesying, and I'm going to use something random, against Beyonce. That's all they know. They don't know nothing about how the world works. They know how their world works. So again, 20% of the gloom and doom that I was sent, and I'm not going to call this person's name out. That's not the purpose of this. But 20% of what I was sent was probably accurate, and the rest was hogwash. And now what I did, I took their prophecy and I just grabbed my cards, because I don't need to be right and wrong in this. I don't care. The comforts of my home in Burlington. I pulled on it. And if it would have been gloom and doom, I would have been said, y'all, now I know y'all might not like this person, but you better listen. That's not what happened. Okay? So, I'm not even going to go to the parts that I'm going to question. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not, because that's going to turn this whole conversation upside down. But so I won't even dissect the prophecy, but let me say this. Here's what you need to do, in my opinion. Simple. Number one, save your money. Save your money. Number two, you need to know who your community is. Who are the people that got your back, and who are the people that you have their back? If the world was to go upside down right now, who could you share the load with until times got better? Identify a money plan, a financial plan. Identify community. And then stop letting all this rah get in your ears from the prophets and the politicians. Okay? Here are some healthy tips. You need this regardless. Tomorrow can be rubies and roses. You still need this tomorrow. Your family needs a safety plan. You need to have contacts in your wallet that's not connected to your phone, just in case your phone dies. You need a meetup spot in case something was to happen. And you need to have copies of all important paperwork. That's it. And that's not because Armageddon is coming. That's because it makes sense. That's because it makes sense. Everything. Should I just say what I'm trying to say here? No, y'all grown. You can figure it out. Discern, when you get a prophetic word, discern who is giving it, why they could be giving it, and what applies to you. All right? All right. In conclusion, and I'm going to read some of y'all's comments. Number one, let's pray that WIC remains funded throughout all of this mischief and carrying on. Number two, let's, if you have someone in your life that is a government worker and you trust them and you can, loan them a couple of dollars until they get their money back. Government workers, I know you're stressed out, but go ahead and reach out to your state's unemployment because you can receive unemployment, but you will have to pay it back. All right. Okay. If someone is on WIC, check on them, make sure they're all right. And don't just check up on them. If you can afford it, why don't you crowd share? Get a couple of people come together and buy a couple of bottles or whatever of Infamil. You know, I don't have kids, of Infamil. Okay. That's important. Number two, vet all, I hate to say this. Well, be discerning about where you go. There's no such thing as being too cautious. If you get a feeling I need to leave, leave. There's no points to prove. There's no ego to be had. Just leave. Follow your gut, okay? Because like I said, there have been approximately 24 mass shootings since September the 10th in America. And lastly, all this gloom and doom is not real. The prophet will profit off of your fear. The Prophet will profit off your fear. Why? Because when you hear a word, the next thing you know, well, what am I supposed to do? And where are you supposed to go? Wow, the prophet. Okay. Practice meditation. Keep your nervous system calm. The law of attraction is real. The law of correspondence is real. As within is so without. So stay calm. The first 30 minutes of your day do not need to be Twitter or breaking news or TikTok. Put that phone down for 30 minutes to an hour in the beginning of your day and set your nervous system so that you can think clearly. We do not think clearly when we're up under nervous system siege. Okay? Calm, breathe. Do not make fast decisions. Every decision for the next 60 days need to be stop and think. Is this a good decision or not? Okay. Lastly but not least, do not let these politicians drive you crazy. Your algorithm is an echo chamber and is going to give you anything that's going to stir you emotionally, because when you stir emotionally, you react. The more you react, the more content pushes. Do you know that Twitter has to keep you on Twitter so they get paid by advertisers? The more people that stay on Twitter, the more money advertisers pay them. The more people that stay on Facebook and TikTok. So it is designed to keep you in an echo chamber, feeding you and feeding you and feeding you and feeding you, because that's how they make money from advertisers. Do not allow the social media echo chamber to drive you crazy. Okay? Step away. Step away. And that's what I did when I got that prophecy. I said to myself, well, I know things are crazy right now, crazier than what I can believe. But why I ain't feeling that. I'm feeling something, but it ain't that. And you need to have lastly, and I'm done for real, you need to have spiritual agency, spiritual autonomy. No one should be giving you the 411 of your life but you. And I'm done. I had to do a VT today. Put your hand on your chest. Right. No. Right. Put your right hand on your chest. That's real. That's real. One thing that trigger a fibromyalgia attack is stress. No, high blood pressure, sugar, cancer, stress related. You'll flare up. Prophecy from God isn't fear-based, even in rebuke or judgment of a nation in the Bible. Always has instructions. Right. Absolutely. Say that again. Keep them nerves calm, right? Yep. If something doesn't feel right, it is more than likely not right. Absolutely. Hey, K Rich, how you doing? It's good to see you. I just got out of a policy class. The government shutdown will have a serious blowback if they don't get it together. Yeah, absolutely. Let me see. Good stuff, good talk. I'm screaming LOL. It makes sense, not because Armageddon is coming. Yeah, it just makes sense to do that stuff. Got folk out there just doing the most. Yes, me and Babe got it locked down. Safety planner. Oh, right. Right, Trey, because F them, 10 toes down. What, Trey? White people, I'm disqualified. Well, hating somebody and being aware of something is not the same. I do not hate white people. I do not trust all white people. And if I am going to give you, in this political climate we're in, if I am going to give a white person my trust, you have to earn it. You don't get it because you got warm blood in your body anymore. That's that. Anything other than that, check your heart, because you don't want to hurt somebody that don't mean you no harm. And you don't want to embrace somebody that's ready to get you. So, that's so stupid. People don't even prophesy to me. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. It's a good thing, daughter. It's a good thing. Their God stay talking to them about an offering and everybody else. Right. Some of these so-called prophets are just people with the gift of prophecy. And let me say this, and I know some of y'all might disagree with me. Every prophecy is not something that's isolated to God's special people. Every single being that's breathing, and some that are dead, has the strong ability to be a prophet in their life. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole, but hear my heart for a second. We were raised in America. America is a capitalistic country. So everything is looking to capitalize on everything. So even the most sincerest people got to be careful, or they'll start acting capitalistic about gifts. Start dividing classism. Who got it and who don't? Who got the touch and who don't got the touch? That's not it. Everybody got a third eye. I'm going to say it again. Y'all might not like my language. I don't care as much as I probably should. Everybody has a third eye. Everybody has a crown energy center that can connect their superconscious to the divine. No one lacks the eye unless they have failed to use it. And the only thing you need to do is start using it again. Them calling themselves a prophet is for them. Ain't got nothing to do with you. They are not that special. They're not special at all. The difference between you and them is you believed them. So now you depend on them for the deep word. You get unctions every once in a while. You have what it takes as a being to be efficient in this world you live in, A to Z. You need direction, look for it. Period. 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 And if anyone tells you, let me be more proper. In my opinion and how I believe, if anyone tries to make you believe that there's this kind of class of people that are better or more equipped or have more power than others, they are operating in a system built in this realm. It is not a system in the realm not known by most men. Now, why I say it's not known by most men? Because folks just won't travel. Folks won't sit down, be quiet, be still, meditate, and gather. That's it. That's it. All right. Because I'm trying not to go down a rabbit hole, but spirituality, in conclusion, is one of the best tools to have as we go through this madness. So I must make sure, as the CNO, the chief nurturing officer of Safe Space, that I nurture you into self-sufficiency. You don't need nobody but you to do this thing. Now, once you find you, connect with others because it's easier together, not because I don't know what I would have done if I never met you. Every single person that was in my life in 2024 that I had connection with like that, I honestly believe the Spirit said, hold my beer, hold my communion. I'm going to show you something, Vincent. And every single person I leaned on, they're not in my life right now. Not because of anything bad, because I needed to see, if you got you, bruh, that's all you need. And then if you add other people to your life, they're accessories. You know, accessory, you can have a dope outfit and the right cologne, the right earrings, or the right tie, accent color, make it pop. People are not supposed to complete you. They're supposed to make you pop. And context to this conversation, people are not supposed to complete you. They're supposed to make you pop. Earrings, a nice shape up, you know? All right, I'm done. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I always say, who better does God want to talk to about my, what? You can tell you sick today. I always say, who better than God? Oh, girl, I'm about to catch your virus. What is this? I always say, who better does God want to talk about my life than me? Oh, got it. We are in partnership. I think that's why I never really get a lot of prophecies. Yeah, I'm going to say something. You don't get what you're not looking for. You don't get what you're not looking for. They keep on coming to you because you're looking for them. Close that gate. That's how the enemy that's the back door to chaos in your life. You're too needy. And so the needy attracts the energy sucker, because the needy will give everything to feel fulfilled, though they will never be fulfilled. I'm talking to someone, I'm going to go, if you want to get the chaos out of your life, fix the neediness. All right. Hey, I am Human First. How you doing? Nobody owns anybody. Right. Okay, guys, we're going to do the private community. I sort of want to try this new thing on the YouTube over there that says that it's like I can just switch to the private community just like that. Y'all want me to try that, or y'all want to take a break? Private community members, drop 3 green hearts in the comments if you want me to try to just switch this thing, or do y'all want to take our normal break? Let me know. While y'all are responding, Lucretia, try it and let's see. Yeah, I'm interested. I want to see what everybody else has to say. Hey, if you want to reach out to me and want a real intimate connection with me, text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658, all right? Text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658. Y'all really have blessed me today. I need 5 of you guys. If you got blessed by this and you want to give, you don't have to, but you want to, right? You want to SafeSpaceVTH is the Cash App. PayPal, Zelle, info at VTerrillHill.com. Venmo is at VTerrillHill, okay? I always open things live in front of you guys. P.O. Box 221, Wissett, North Carolina, 27377, all right? If you listen, it looks like y'all are dropping them hearts, which means we're about to transition right into that mug. So if you're enjoying this energy, we're about to go right. Y'all missing it. The private community is it's so fun because I'm laid back. I drop this desk down, I sit down, and we talk like friends for about an hour or so. Click the Linktree link in the video description box of the video you're watching now, unless you're on Instagram or Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, desktop or laptop, there's a join now button up under the video. Watching live, the moderators are putting it in the comments. But if you go to that Linktree link and you have your YouTube credentials, you can join the private community. It's only $2.99 a month. Okay. Let's see. I have a spirituality and consciousness community. I have been teaching. I started a series about the levels of consciousness and chakras. I am learning so much by it. I'm glad I'm teaching it so I can learn more. We're going to be hyper focusing on the superconscious and the crown chakra when it comes to purpose and why the things are the things, and accessing the realm of the spirit, right? And how the superconscious affects all other layers of consciousness. That's 3 p.m. on Thursday. And then I pray every Saturday at 9:30 in the morning. You might say, I'm so busy, I'm always ripping around, I never have time for prayer. Well, every Saturday at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, I pray with you guys. Sincerely pray with you guys, all right? Those the items are in sacred space, and that's www.joinsafespace.com, www.joinsafespace.com. All right. Email me if you want a summary of what I went over today. I will email it to you. Just email me info@VTerrillHill.com. All right. Thank you for your support with all the likes, the shares, the comments, and subscriptions. Okay. Lastly, but not leastly, I do offer prophetic tarot card sessions. I was raised in the Pentecostal church. I expressed myself in a Pentecostal way, and I have a Pentecostal flair to my prophecies. And if you want your life changed, you want your life shifted, all right, you need some instructions. Okay, and you want to. I don't have no gimmicks. You got to pay for it, and you meet me on Zoom. Ain't no gimmicks. This is what it is. I have an $18 product, a $55 product, and an $88 product. I do soul healing consultation for 45 minutes for $80. All right. All right. Love y'all long time. Appreciate you. All right. Let me go over here real quick. Let's see what happens next. Let's say membership live only stream. I'm about to click it and see. Let's see here. Click. Starts in 5 minutes, starts in 1 minute. All channel members, schedule. It's 1 minute until it switches. Let's see what happens. Oh, wow, this is cool. Let's see what happens. Prayera says people should compliment, not complete our lives. Yes, I like that. What if you click and non-private people go over? I am not sure. 38 minutes to go. This is so cool, y'all. This is so cool. 30 seconds. Welcome back, Lady Steph. Leasley, time for a snack, ain't it? It sure is. 17 seconds. Oh, that's so cool. 13, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know what's about to happen next.